Well, Julia Gillard, thank you so much for your time. It's quite an unusual way to talk to you via Skype.
It is a very unusual way to talk to you, but nice to see you.
This way of communication has become normal these days.
Yes, it has, and it's very important. And one of the things we're trying to get the message across at Beyond Blue is, we're talking about social distancing, and all of those health messages are critically important and people should abide by them. But that sort of social distancing is about physical space. It's not about failing to stay in contact. So this kind of video interaction, the two of us feeling like we're kind of together, it's incredibly important to people's mental health. And we've got to really think about how we're going to make sure our network of connections stays really strong during this period of time.
This highlights the challenges that we're all facing at the moment, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, it's an incredibly tough time, a lot of anxiety around. I mean, we are trying to say at Beyond Blue, let's keep in mind this will come to an end. We don't know exactly when, but it's a temporary state. It will come to an end. If you're at home and you're kind of climbing the walls, remember staying at home is about saving people's lives. And for most people in the community, you don't get to say every day that I'm doing something to save someone's life, but by staying home and abiding by all of the rules, you are doing that. And I think the other thing is we're all in this together. I mean, this is a virus that attacks human beings. We're all human beings. So there should be that sense of solidarity and coming together as we fight this pandemic.
And given these adjustments and sacrifices that we're all having to make, is it normal right now to feel anxious?
Yes, it is normal to feel anxious. People shouldn't feel anxious about feeling anxious. This is a time in which so much is changing that it's natural to feel some anxiety. People do have to, I think about how they're going to meet that anxiety and make sure that it doesn't snowball. Of the things we're talking to people about, yes, you need to stay in touch with the media. Everybody needs to know what's going on at the moment. But there's a difference between getting enough media so you hear all of the updates and becoming obsessive so your whole world is closed down to scrolling through social media to see what's happening next. And often a lot of the material available is not that reliable. So check in periodically with good, reliable sources, but don't obsess. Make sure that there's some regularity in your day. For many people, that regularity is, provided by the rhythms of work. There's a time you have to get up in the morning, a time you have to get on the train or get in the car to make sure that you're there. You eat your lunch at the same time. You have your dinner at the same time. If you lose all of that and, time is just whirring around you, that can be quite an unhealthy practice. And then even though the rhythms of normal life have been disrupted, the age-old messages, exercise, eating well, they're important now too.
And I guess the other big question is just how long this will last.
I'd love to have that crystal ball, wouldn't we all? We don't know. We do know we're being asked to save lives by staying home. And if we all do that, then we know that the number of lives lost, the number of people who get unwell will be reduced, the flattening of the curve, as everybody talks about. So it seems to me that the best thing we can do is do all of that together. That will be the strongest blow that we can land against the virus and gives us the best potential of coming out of this as strong as we possibly can be.
Hello, I'm Sarah Abo. Thanks for watching. To keep up with the latest from 60 Minutes Australia, make sure you subscribe to our channel. You can also download the 9Now app for full episodes and other exclusive 60 Minutes content.